Zilch left, 35 Wichita Macho
Dice
Toe.
right, F5.
Dice right numbers, 3 Jet Spielberg.
Ready? Right. All right, welcome back to the Pre-Snap Pressure Podcast, episode 36. I want to take just a quick second to apologize because if you read the title and you noticed, this isn't a rankings video. There are no other rankings videos for the other conferences outside the SEC. Me and Ryan have both been incredibly swamped and busy the last few weeks, right, Ryan?
Yeah.
So, I will tell you, those rankings will get made, and they will get put out on socials. So if you really want to know where we think all of the Power 4 teams rank within their conferences, I'm using this time to plug our socials. Pre-Snap Pressure Pod on TikTok and Instagram. Go follow if you want to see that and just see any other clips and, more stuff from us. Anyways, how you doing today, Ryan?
Pretty good. Pretty good to be back. School starting tomorrow. I can't tell if I'm excited or not for that.
And guess what?
What?
Ryan, there's football this week.
Oh, there is football this week.
There's college football this week. We have 3 games to preview for you. Yeah, those are back. So it's going to be a good time, hopefully. Like, I know there's not as many prestigious games on week 0 as there was maybe a few years ago. But, hey, we got something, right?
Yeah, some's better than nothing.
Exactly. Something's better than nothing. Quick rundown for this episode for you. It's going to be a little bit shorter episode for you because, again, we are both still very busy people.
School starting tomorrow.
AP poll reaction that came out last week, right?
Was it last week?
Sometime last week.
It
I don't
was
know.
Recent,
Yeah.
yeah.
Recently came out. We're going to give a quick reaction to that because some things are alarming a lot of people. And we'll get into that. Excuse me. As a replacement for not doing all the conference preview videos, for the rest of the conferences we have, which is the ACC, the Big 12, and the Big 10, we're just going to give you our top 3 from each conference, just so you know where we're standing on who's the best in those conferences. Just so you have a little bit of insight. Like I said, if you want to see the full rankings, go find us on socials. They'll be out later this week. And then, yeah, we have the 3 game previews. Anything else you want to add to that, Ryan? Or should we just roll right into it?
Roll on into it.
Cool. So AP poll came out. Ohio State starting off at number 1. Already disagree with that number 1 ranking. Oh, do you agree with that?
I don't hate it. I think
I don't hate it. I
they've
just
shown
disagree.
year in, year out, they're at the top, and I think you can confidently put them at the number 1 spot and expect to see them at the number 1 spot at the end of the year, like some other teams.
Oh, like Texas?
Mm-hmm.
By the way, what's your reaction to the Trevor Gooseby injury news? It's unfortunate.
Heartbroken.
Yeah, that's
Heartbroken.
that's bad. That's a killer. What's his return table? Or like
I
return
don't know.
time? No? Okay. We'll look it up. We'll get that to you.
I'm not that
Within
locked on Longhorn news.
this end of this episode. So Iowa State number 1, it's whatever. They're gonna be up somewhere in the top 5. I don't think they're number 1, but they're definitely in the top 3.
Yeah.
Number 2 is Oregon. That's my number 1 right there.
Understandably so. One of the best quarterbacks in the country coming back. I think that's a fine spot for them to be. I don't disagree with them at 2. I just think Ohio State, you're returning offensive line, you're returning receiving core, quarterback.
that.
I mean, you've got same thing with Oregon. They've both got
I
a
was
lot
saying.
of everything. So
I just don't think Oregon lost as much as Ohio State did. Like, Ohio State lost Carnell Tate.
yeah,
They lost
Ohio
Sam
State
Styles. They
lost
lost
their
Arvell
defense.
Reed. Yeah.
A lot
Oregon-
of their defense. Yeah.
Oregon didn't really lose as much as Ohio State did. So that's why they're number 1 to me, because I think they were a pretty good team last year. And now I think they're an elite team this year. And I think they're the best team in the country because they don't really have any, as many question marks or glaring weaknesses as a team like
Yeah.
Ohio State does, where they're like bringing in a whole new starting defense. That could be great. We just don't know because, well, it's a new defense.
Yeah, and what I'm thinking about, like when I see the AP top 25, this is kind of like who I think people are picking to essentially win the national championship.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like a preseason pick at the national championship.
I'd pick
And
Oregon.
it's like I'd pick Ohio State. Oregon
Yeah.
never finishes it off.
That's true. No, that's a completely fair assessment to make. I think this is the year they do. They make it there.
Yeah, that's valid.
Enough with these blowouts in the playoffs, guys. It's
It's
got to come together at some
Dan
point.
Lanning's sick
right?
of them.
I'm sick of them. You got too good of a team to be doing that, embarrassing yourselves like that. Number 3,
Yeah.
Georgia. who are somehow number 3 despite not having a single first place vote.
Just means they were number 3 in everybody's poll.
Hey man, that must mean they're number 3, right? I agree with this.
I guess. I mean,
It's a lot like
they keep
Oregon.
winning the SEC. It's it's hard not to put them high.
For me, it's a lot like Oregon. It's outside of the receivers. They didn't really lose much. And
Yeah.
outside of Zachariah Branch, you know, I don't think you're going to struggle to replace guys in that receiving room. No dig to anyone there. But yeah, like, I still think the defense will be elite. I think the offense will be pretty good.
Yep.
Offensive line should be among the best in the country. Returning quarterback, yeah. Notre Dame at number 4 with 6 first place votes. I know you hate Notre Dame, so you probably very much disagree with this.
I'm about to get super pissy on them too.
Go ahead.
I think with the new, all Notre Dame has to do is be in the top 12 rule. I think they should have to start the season unranked. They should have to
Whoa.
move their way into the top 25 and into the top 12. If they're going to play some of these teams that they have on their schedule, that like Rice at home, Purdue, Stanford, they've got BYU and Miami, fine, and I guess SMU who's ranked, but 9 of their 12 games are against teams they should beat by 20 plus. And it's like,
That's true.
yeah, sure, I their roster might be worthy of number 4, but I don't think them as a team should be in that spot because they just right now they are the only team that is locked into a playoff spot. If you think about it, right now they are the only team that is in a playoff spot.
That's
Ohio State, Oregon, Georgia, like technically none of them would be guaranteed that playoff spot because none of them are, conference. Like Notre Dame is in the top 12.
no, I
Great.
I 100
Like
I
they're
100% get where
they're
you're coming from. Like absolutely.
yeah, it's like I think it's bogus that they get to start every year in the top 12 and or in the top 5 for a lot of these years. And and now all they have to do because they're not playing in a conference is be in the top 12 and they get to go to the playoffs. Meanwhile, a team like USC who right now is just outside the top 12 goes through a Big 10 schedule and will probably end up ranked 16 or 17, 18 because they probably lost 3 games this year. It's
Yep.
Notre Dame
It's
should
unfair.
never be in the rankings at the start of the year.
It's unfair. I'm not gonna go on the whole unranked
Yeah,
thing that
spiel.
Ryan's going on. We all know Ryan hates Notre Dame, which
Hmm.
I have disdain for Notre Dame. I don't think as much as I do Ryan. But I do think they're a few spots too high. Quarterback CJ Carr, not a question. Think he'll be pretty good. Defense will be pretty good. My only issue with Notre Dame at this very moment is, while I just said CJ Carr is good, 3rd and 4th, 3rd and 5 looks pretty different this year, doesn't it, for Notre Dame? Because what could you do on third medium last year?
Run it.
You could give the ball to Jeremiah Love. They don't have a Jeremiah Love, at least not right now. So a lot of that pressure is going back on the quarterback. So how does he handle it and adapt to that and, keep calm and make plays himself without the threat of a running back that was drafted 3rd overall? Texas at 5. Good spot for them considering they were number 1 last year and went 9-3, and people have them as the best team in the country again this year. So earn your way there this time by beating Ohio State week 2.
Yeah, I think this is a team that should be ranked 5, but
Mm-hmm.
at the same time, they haven't really done anything to put themselves in the top 10. Like they've got the roster. They had the roster last year, and that's why they're preseason number 1. I just I don't I said it last year, dude. I don't like the preseason rankings because we don't know anything.
Yep.
And like, yeah, it was fun to see that one next to Texas for about an hour.
For 5 seconds.
Yeah, for an hour of game time. That's all they had it for. Um, so Like Notre Dame and Texas, yeah, sure, they're good rosters. They're probably going to be good this year, and they'll probably be 4-5 um, at some point this year. But do I think they should start there? No, I don't think they should start there.
Defending champs at number 6. A lot of people say this is way too low for them. I think a lot of it goes with the same. I don't know. If you're going to put Ohio State at number 1, how are you going to drop Indiana down to 6? They have a lot of new as well.
Yeah.
And, a lot of people are saying they got better in a lot of places outside of corner and quarterback, maybe. So,
Yeah.
well, it gives. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah. I mean, I think it's kind of the idea of I don't think Indiana's established, as a program yet. Like they're good. They're good right now, but
Mhm.
is it going to be sustainable? I think so. I think Kurt Cignetti's a great coach. I think he's a great culture builder, and I think he's building something very strong in Indiana. But Ohio State, yeah, sure, they've got a lot of new guys coming in, but they've still got their quarterback. They've still got their number one wide receiver. They've still got, a lot of guys. They've still got their number one running back. They've got guys who can make plays, and they're bringing in new guys who can make plays. So I think the same thing goes for Indiana. They're bringing in guys who can make plays, but how will that mold? Will it be like last year where it was very quickly, oh, this is going to be a good team? Or will it be a completely different situation this year and they maybe drop a game early in the season? I mean, I know they don't have the toughest out of conference schedule, but they've got, in the middle of the year, they've got Ohio State and Michigan back to back. Who knows how that's going to go? They've got USC and Washington towards the end of the year back to back, and then they've got some easier opponents, but Minnesota's never um, a question mark for or is always a question mark for an upset here and there. So I think they're fine at 6 for now. I think they could jump a couple of spots early though.
Miami, the runner-up at 7, just below Indiana. Defense is replacing a lot, so understandable. But this team should have no trouble running through the ACC. Hopefully.
Yeah, no,
And
they're still the best ACC team.
hopefully their quarterback's a little less turnover prone, because that's why they lost 2 games in the ACC last year. Take care of the football, Darian.
You really like Darian Mensa.
I think he's really good.
Yeah.
And like I just said, last year, the 2 games they lost to Louisville and SMU were lost by turnovers from the quarterback.
Yeah.
Like, you don't have to be the best in the country. Just don't give the ball to the other team. Texas A&M at 8. Whoop-de-doo.
Too high.
I'll let you deal with that.
No, I mean they should be a fun team this year. I think they'll have a lot of the same successes as they did. I think that LSU game early is going to be a test. And then down the stretch, I mean, Tennessee, Oklahoma, Texas could be a harder one than most people expect. And I think, you know, if they can beat, I think what it'll come down to is if they can beat Texas in the final week of the season. I think they'll be a 2-loss team, 1 or 2-loss team when it comes time for that game, and I think that'll determine their season again.
Ole Miss at number 9. I think this is a good spot for them because this is
I like that.
Semi-finalist last year.
Mhm.
Drop a good bit in the final in the rankings from last year to this year. Really, they just need to show that they are good as a team and they're not just good from 3 or 4 different players. Sorry, elite
Yeah.
as a team. They're good as a team. They need to show they're elite as a team and not just elite from 3 or 4 different players. Also, that early game against LSU, a big test for this Ole Miss team.
Yeah, absolutely.
Oklahoma at 10 should have
Too high.
Man, I'm starting to notice a trend between the teams that you're saying are too high, Ryan. Just saying.
Oh, what? What?
Texas
What?
A&M, Oklahoma.
Notre Dame.
Huh.
Who could have seen that?
Who coulda
No,
seen this?
I think Oklahoma's fine there.
Yeah, this it should be a top 3 defense in the
That
country right
defense is
there.
elite, and it's returning a lot of talent.
They got so many. There's so many guys in that defense that are just so fun to watch because they're so good. Please run the ball though. That's something you got to do because they didn't do it
Yeah.
last year. Figure out how to run the ball, and I don't mean the quarterback. Run with running backs. Make the defense conform to you. Don't conform to it. Crap like that. Anyways, LSU at 11. I think this is a great spot for them because a lot of people could look at this LSU team and go, on paper, this is one of the best rosters in the country. But we haven't seen them all play a game together yet. So, and I mean, this is a team that's still freaking adding pieces. You saw what the whole Daquan Wright crap today?
Yeah.
Now, granted, I don't think he's going to play that much because Trey Green's pretty good, but
Yeah, I don't know why. I get why he would pick LSU, but I don't know why he would pick LSU because Trey Green is there, and it's like maybe I think he would back up Trey Green. So
he would. No, he absolutely would.
yeah, I think you could see a lot of 2 tight end sets then.
And mind you, this is if that guy clears waivers in the NFL.
Yeah,
We're talking about a guy who's in the NFL right now.
yeah,
So I'll be happy when this rule is like firmly established and they can get all these NFL back to college guys. They can get them out of here. So
I think it's fine just because it's like, yeah, it's 5 in 5 years, so technically you guys should have because they weren't given that opportunity to say,
I understand why it's happening. This is a one-time thing. Like this, you're not going to see this happen next year because you can't. That's not.
No, yeah, it won't be a lot. It'll be a different thing. So it's like, it's what it is.
Normally, it's against the rule. Once you're like, okay, I'm an NFL player. You're not supposed to be able to go back to college. And normally, that's the precedent. They broke precedent this past year because all these guys were, made the claim, well, I didn't know. I would have stayed anyways had I known. And then that's why they're all coming back to college now.
Yeah.
But this isn't. Yeah, this is a one-year thing.
Because I mean, a lot of these guys are probably making more money in college.
Probably. Yeah. Anyways, Texas Tech at 12.
Too high.
Yeah.
Genuinely
No,
too high.
I agree with you on the.
They don't have a quarterback.
What do you mean? They got Tommy Castellanos.
Okay, they don't have a quarterback.
That's a
If
receiver.
he can't beat 2024 Mizzou, he can't beat. Well, I guess he could probably make a run in the Big 12.
Anyways, that's also. By the way, he's their backup. Will Hammond is still starter for them.
Oh, so they're super boned.
Yeah, man. If only they had this massive scandal that loomed over their entire program in the offseason that involved multi-million dollars spent on a quarterback who had a gambling addiction.
Yeah, no, they should.
Anyways,
They should not have been at 12. I don't know what we're doing here.
Alabama at 13. Isn't this the first time they're outside the top 10 since 2007?
About where they should be.
I agree. Similar situation as Oklahoma. Should have a really good defense, especially in the secondary, but oh my God, run the ball.
Yeah.
Now, naming Keelan Russell as their starter, which they did yesterday, should help them run the ball.
That was a step in the right direction.
Because that guy can run the ball. I think that was like one of the deciding factors in that quarterback battle. They're looking through camp and they're like, man, we still can't run the ball for jack squat. Oh, I know. How about let's put in the quarterback that runs a 4-4?
Yeah. Sucks for Austin Mack because he's been there for a while, but
Look, I think the board claims to have made the decision at starting quarterback. Austin Mack, I think, will have every opportunity throughout the season if he shows up better in practice and Keelan Russell has a down game to come in and stabilize things, because that's what he is. Yeah. He's got a high floor and a lower ceiling than Russell. That was kind of the issue for Bama. Is okay, how bad can Keelan Russell get? Let's need to see the worst before we can take a chance on the best. You know?
Yeah.
So I think that was one of the deciding factors in. But no, Bama at 13 seems fine. USC at 14.
With BYU also at 14.
Oh, wow. Same number of points. Wow. I would not take USC and BYU and stand them side by side and say they're the same level of a team. I think BYU is probably better than USC. Not going to lie to you.
I think
it's close.
Might be the other way around.
I think.
I think that's why they're tied, dude.
Yeah,
It's like,
yeah, that would make sense. I just think BYU's a little more well-rounded than USC, but both of these teams should be solid.
yeah, I mean, I think BYU will probably end up higher just because of level of who they're playing.
Yeah,
I
that's what happened last year.
But yeah, they're gonna start the season really well.
Yep.
um, yeah, you go.
Michigan at 16. First year under Kyle Whittingham. I think they'll be much improved from last year because every week last year for Michigan felt like we were looking at a different team.
Yes.
Like they would go on the road to USC and look like absolute dookie. Then they would come home and play Washington and look like they were ready to kill every other team in their path.
Looked like they were ready to take down Ohio State.
And then Bryce Underwood threw for 93 yards in that game.
Yeah.
And then their coach got fired for reasons we're not going to discuss. But yeah, they were very inconsistent. I think Kyle Whittingham should fix that. They'll have a Michigan defense, as always, be pretty solid. The talent at quarterback's there. Just got to unlock it. Then Kyle Whittingham is the guy to do that. I think this team.
Yeah, and I don't think he's there to fud around for a couple of years.
No.
He's there to win now.
Yeah. I think this team should rise after a few weeks. But fair rating to put them at 16 right now because didn't they have 5 losses last year or something crap? 5, 6.
And murdered by Texas in the Orange Bowl?
Citrus Bowl.
Citrus Bowl. Sorry.
Understandable
Same
mistake. Like they're not the same thing, but like
they're not the same thing.
But no, understandable mistake.
Yes. Yes.
Washington at 17. Good quarterback. This is exactly where they finished last year, I think. I'll be honest, I don't know enough about this Washington team to give you a fair assessment here. I'm not going to lie to you.
Yeah, I think they're going to be a lot like Michigan last year, where it's like, oh, yeah, you guys are beating up on Illinois. At home. Oh, all right, going to the road to play Oregon. Okay.
Penn State at 18. Might as well be Iowa State. Then they bring in like 20 guys from Iowa State.
Yeah.
That was a joke, by the way. I don't know if you caught that or thought.
No, I picked up on it.
Okay, cool. I just wanted to make sure I didn't look stupid up here. Yeah, I don't know. Rocco Beck's pretty good. Matt Campbell was a decent coach at Iowa State. They were in the Big 12 championship 2 years ago before getting absolutely ran over by Cam Scadaboo. Sure, 18, fine.
I don't like it.
You think lower?
I think unranked. New coach,
fine
weren't ranked
too.
last year. Just didn't perform in the slightest bit, and it's like, why should we rank him again?
SMU at 19. I think this one's be a little bit higher. Just saying. I think Kevin Jennings is a really good quarterback.
I wouldn't feel comfortable putting SMU any higher than.
I feel comfortable putting them above Penn State and Washington. And I say that very confidently.
I guess, but the number next to their name, I don't think is where they should be at. I think 19 is the highest I would put them, because if they do make the playoffs like they did their first year in the ACC, they do make the playoffs, I think it'll be a lot like that game where they just got ran through.
I don't.
So
I think this is the only team in the ACC with a chance of even trying to dispute Miami rolling over the conference. The only team.
I mean, you've still got Duke, bro.
Do you even know who Duke's quarterback is?
You've got 4 lives Duke coming in. It doesn't matter who's going to be playing in that ACC championship game. It's like you've got Virginia, you've got Clemson, you've got Florida State, I guess.
Look, I'm just saying,
they're always in the mix.
This is the team that stacks up against Miami the best. That's all I'm saying. I'm not saying they're gonna.
They're the only one in the ACC that's ranked.
I'm not. That's not true. Louisville's ranked. I'm not stamping it.
Right. Louisville's 24. You're right.
Hey, buddy, what's one spot below 24? Yeah, shut up. Anyways,
Oh, I can't wait to talk about this team, dude.
I'm just saying I think they're the only team that has a chance of stacking up against Miami. I'm not stamping
Yeah,
it in and saying it's gonna happen. I'm just saying,
yeah. I don't think you're wrong, but I'm just saying I wouldn't feel comfortable putting SMU any higher than 19.
and that's fine. Okay, 20 at Tennessee. Do they still have this? They still think they don't have a quarterback figured out. But that's fine. Tennessee, that 20 for Tennessee's fine. This is where they about finished last year.
Yeah, they'll go 9-3 again.
Exactly. 9-3, a loss to I don't know who's even on their schedule. Let's see. That's how they,
Losses to Texas, Bama,
Bama and
Texas A&M, LSU potentially.
they'll win one of those games.
They'll
They'll win
probably
one
beat
of those
Bama.
games.
They'll beat Bama.
I don't know.
It's a home game.
They'll win one of them. Yeah, so's Texas.
Bama's a home game.
You trying to ignore it?
I don't know what you're talking about, bro.
You trying to ignore it? Anyways, sorry. I thought that was really funny. 21 Utah. Sure, great. I think this was a solid team last year. They have a new coach now, so question marks galore.
I think they'll be fine.
They'll be fine too. Man, hey, remember when we were talking about our whole playoff expansion things and we were trying to advocate for, I think I advocated for 18, you advocated for 20, and one of the reasons was like, man, we'll make the rankings mean more because as it stands, number 23 Iowa, nobody cares. Oh, look who's at 22. Oh, it's Iowa. Okay.
Yeah, I think I said 24 teams because now it's just the one team is the only team on the outside looking in.
My point was Iowa lives here. This is their home.
I mean, yeah.
They live here. In this 21 to 25 ranking, I don't think any team has ever shown up here more than Iowa. So, perfect.
Well, we're about to get to the next one.
Houston?
Yeah, they live here as well. Whenever,
Not as much as
Houston's
Iowa,
ranked-
bro. They don't live here as much as Iowa.
Give it a couple years. They'll be here for the next few years
Fair enough. Connor Weigman's their quarterback.
until the end of season rankings when they finish 7-5.
Connor Weigman's their quarterback, so we probably know how Ryan feels about this team. He probably thinks they should explode.
Well, yeah, that is more so because of my animosity towards my CFB team,
Oh yeah, I forgot.
my
Yeah,
dynasty team.
that was Houston that you ended up sucking in.
Yeah,
It's okay, Ryan.
only at the end of the year. Only at the end of the year.
Yeah. Louisville at 24. Jeff Brom's a good coach. There's a solid team. Yeah, great. They should be really,
Yep.
really good. Go ahead, Ryan.
This next team at 25 is way too high.
But they're at 25.
I-
They're at the bottom of the rankings. What do you mean way too high?
That's too high. They should be unranked. I firmly believe that. I don't think this team should start the year ranked. I don't know why they're starting the year ranked. But I have also heard the argument of,
From me, by the way.
oh,
Hey,
Mizzou's gonna end up 8-4 every what?
Oh, that's not the argument I was going for.
Well, let me finish.
Go ahead. No, go ahead.
Mizzou ends up 8-4 every year, and they start the year ranked every single time, or they're in the rankings at the start of the year every single time. And it's like, yeah, they probably are going to go 8-4. They're going to beat the teams they should beat and lose to the teams that are ranked above them. And it's like, that should be what the 25th team is,
Okay,
I guess.
that was my
It
argument.
should be
Okay, yeah.
yeah. It's a litmus test for the rest of the top 25. Do I think Missouri is that team this year? No, because I don't think they're going to go 8-4. I think they're going to start off pretty hot and finish the year 6-6.
According to this 25 ranking and according to the schedule, Missouri should finish the season 7-5 with losses to A&M, Ole Miss, Texas, Georgia, and Oklahoma. Wow, that is 5 top 10 teams.
Yeah,
So,
that's rough.
I mean, I feel like if they go 7-5 with those 5 being the losses, I feel like this 25th ranking is, I don't want to say justified, but like
I get it. Missouri is a very 25 team.
Exactly.
It's never gonna be that good.
the
but
definition
it's like,
of mid.
yeah.
Exactly. So that is that,
But-
I saw it originally. I hated it. I'm like, what has this team done to prove they're 25? But then I started thinking about it. I'm like, every time they play a ranked team, they lose. Every time they play an unranked team, they win. Doesn't that perfectly match the definition of a 25th ranked team?
It should, and I don't disagree, but I don't know. I feel like somebody out there, like we could have thrown a group of 5 team. We could have thrown Tulane in there. I feel like,
Name one player on
but
Tulane's roster.
okay, you're acting like I'm gonna know, like you know that.
Is the
Look,
quarterback
you're
still
gonna
Jake
pull some.
Retzloff?
Yeah, I think it is actually.
Okay, then boom. Screw
It is
you.
Russell, yeah. But you get my point. Is like also you're saying I would know somebody from Iowa. Like I don't know very many
Kamar
rosters
Milton.
like that, bro. Okay. Um,
Oh, the quarterback is also just not.
you could throw other teams in there other than Missouri. I just don't think that they should start the year 25th because there's a lot of unproven on this team that could very well hit the floor very quick.
Okay, to be fair, timeout. You just made the argument for Tulane to be ranked, and they are in the exact same boat. The quarterback's not Jake Retzloff, by the way. Just
It's
saying.
not?
No.
Wow.
Like you could have said, you could have made that argument and then been like, how about a team like Clemson gets in, who doesn't take portal guys,
Okay, yes.
or a team like Florida who has guys at skill positions that have succeeded in years past. They're just missing a quarterback.
Okay, I didn't just want to name 26, 27, 28, 29.
That's
30.
fair. Okay, that's
Like,
fair. That's fair. That's fair.
You
Sorry.
get what I...
Yeah, no.
Obviously, Clemson, I think, should be ranked over them. I think... Not Florida. No, I wouldn't go Florida. But you could put Tulane in. They were in the playoffs last year. They could make another run. They have a very free path to a title at the American. You could almost put Oklahoma State. Oh, I would put Oklahoma State over Missouri because of the fact that you've got Eric Morris and you're keeping Drew Messemaker and Caleb Hawkins, who are two of your best players last year, and now you're building another year with them at a bigger program.
Okay, pin in that for a second. Hold all your thoughts regarding Oklahoma State for 2 seconds.
Okay.
Okay, that's a reaction to the top 25. Now, we're going to talk about the top 3 from each conference. Start with the Big 12. Go ahead, Ryan.
Big. There you go. Okay, well, I don't know that I'm putting Oklahoma State in my top 3. I mean, BYU for sure.
I am.
Utah is probably my number 2, and yeah, I guess I could throw
Texas Tech?
Oklahoma State.
Texas Tech?
Nope. What are you talking about, bro? They don't have Will Hammond is not a proven quarterback.
Yeah, neither was whatever his name was. I don't even know his name. Who was their quarterback last year? Drummond?
Might have Andre Drummond.
I forgot his first name. That's how unnoteworthy he was.
I know who you're talking about.
Oh no, Baron Morton.
I don't. Baron Morton. Thank you. I couldn't. Yeah. I don't think.
Forgot his
No.
name. That's how
I don't think Will
unnoteworthy he
Hammond's
was.
going to be a strong quarterback. I don't think he was strong in his time last year. I don't like Texas Tech this year.
You know what? That's fine.
As
So
I guess in air quotes, sad as I am to say it.
So you said BYU, you said Utah, and who was your third?
Yeah, I don't like Houston. Let's put Oklahoma State. I'd put Oklahoma State in my. I'd be willing to put them in my top 3. I have to do a little more research, but I'd be willing to put them in my top 3.
Shit, I am. Oh, I am. Texas Tech, number 1. BYU, number 2. Yeah. Oh, Oklahoma State, number 3. Give it to me, man.
Dude, I love Drew Messemaker. I can't wait
I
for
do
him to
too.
be even better.
That guy's awesome. Eric Morris is also one heck of a coach too. So hey, surprise team in the Big 12 this year, because there's always one or multiple. There's always at least a few. Why can't Oklahoma State be one? Why can't Baylor be one?
Because they haven't won a conference game in I don't know how many days.
So I don't care. New coach, whole new team. Who cares? That was last year. We're talking about now.
We're talking about the now.
We're talking about right now. Talk about the past.
All right.
We're talking about right now. All right, on to the ACC. Miami number 1, right?
Yeah,
Okay, cool. Who's your number 2?
Miami.
Should I even ask what your number 3 is?
Clemson.
Miami's my number 1. SMU is my number 2. And I think there's a pretty big gap.
Yep.
And then it's
Well,
probably...
okay, if you're gonna say pretty big gap.
Oh,
there's a
sorry.
pretty big gap
Okay,
between one and
hold
two.
on. Miami, decent gap. SMU,
Right.
big gap. Clemson, thanks.
And then the floor.
No, there's like
Which is-
another decent gap,
which
and
is
then
the
there's
rest of the conference.
then there's a few solid teams, and then there's the floor with like Syracuse, or
Yeah.
not Stanford,
Boston College.
Wake Forest. Like, there you go.
Yeah.
And if at any point if we post that to socials, YouTube, if anybody says anything about Virginia Tech, I'll be very unhappy.
I'm putting them at number 4.
Putting them at 14 until they win a game. A big one. A big game.
Yeah,
I'm talking like
right.
against a ranked team. Because James Franklin doesn't do that. So
You know you know who else doesn't do that?
who?
Eli Drinkwitz.
Not the point of the conversation. Okay, the Big Ten.
Part of it.
Shut up, Brian. Big Ten.
Big
we both
Ten.
kind of talked about this earlier when we were doing the rankings because all these teams are in the rankings. We should have
Yeah,
the
my
same
top
3.
3 is
Just-
the way they go in the poll.
Mine's not. Mine's Oregon, Indiana, Ohio State.
Ohio State, Oregon, Indiana.
Inversed. No, not inversed.
No,
Same
we
teams,
just swap
just-
Oregon and Ohio State.
Well, no, because I have Ohio State at 3.
Oh, you have Ohio State at 3. Okay, never mind. You have Indiana at 2.
Indeed. Yeah, not much to be said there. All those teams are really, really elite. They shall be playoff teams. They shall be
Yeah.
force us to stop, you know? Because that's usually how the Big Ten is. 4, you know, since we're talking about gaps in the ACC, there's a little gap between 3 and 4 in the Big Ten. Just saying.
Yeah.
So that's that. Once again, I'll say it 3rd time, and I'll plug our socials for the 3rd time. If you want to see our full rankings for each of the conference, we'll have them out later this week at Pre-Snap Pressure Pod on TikTok and Instagram, where you can find those rankings and our poll between me and Ryan when we start doing that in week 1, and a bunch of other stuff if you're looking for more of us. So, anyways. All right, it's preview time. We got 3 previews because we have a very limited slate for week 0, but it's fine because we're still going to have fun with the 3 games we picked. In Dublin, UNC and TCU. These 2 teams, a lot of question marks because UNC had a bad year last year. They brought in a lot of new. TCU had a decent year last year, but they got gutted by the draft and the transfer portal. So a lot of unknowns. I'm going TCU though.
Yeah, I think
This is gonna sound crazy if you said this to someone like, I don't know, 5 years ago. I trust Sonny Dykes more than I trust Bill Belichick.
Yeah, I think UNC, I think they're probably still a year or 2 out from really competing. I think what's been nice for me at least is their camp has been a lot more quiet, and there's not
Yes.
much going around with Bill Belichick stories about him in college, and it's they can probably actually focus more on football now.
Hopefully.
So I think they'll be better this year. I think they'll be a different team. I think they'll be more competitive, but TCU I feel like is just more complete right now, and I feel that they will have a better start to the year. At least they'll be more cohesive, and I think they'll win in week 1.
I agree.
Week 0.
Yeah. Excuse me. I said TCU, right?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Just want to make sure I clarify that. NC State and Virginia. I think the team with the better quarterback is going to win this game. I think that's NC State. I'm going to take CJ Bailey over Bo Perbula.
Yeah, I think last year NC State was able to win. It was a very close game. It came down in the last second. I feel like Virginia this time at home. I think they had a lot more momentum at the end of last year. I think they kept it going. Um, I don't trust Privila. I'm not saying that. But I think he can win. I think he can will Virginia to a win
Th-
in this game.
This game will be won by a quarterback. Like one of these two
Yes.
quarterbacks is going to take over the game and win their team this game.
Yeah.
I think it's CJ Bailey. Ryan thinks Bo Privila. Fairs all around. All right, last game we have Jacksonville State at North Dakota State. Their first game in FBS. Finally, this is like a long time coming. They owned
I'm so excited for them.
the FCS forever. I'm so excited for them too, and I think they start off with a win, baby.
Yeah, absolutely. I think North Dakota State is going to have a fun year as well. I think they're going to win a fair amount of games in this first season. I don't think they go
We had people putting them in the
EA's
playoffs.
sim logic has them going every year, which is like 10-2 year one.
That's not even EA said. We had people when that move first happened. They're like, "Oh yeah, that's the group of 5 team in the playoffs." Huh?
Yeah, yeah.
I don't think that'd be that
I
good.
don't. I just don't think they're quite there. But I think give it a couple of years, and we'll be seeing them in the rankings a lot.
Yeah, no, I think they win this one. Good,
I do as well.
Statement to the FBS for joining. Anyways, that is going to be all for us on episode 36 of the Pre-Snap Pressure Podcast. Next time you see us, we're going to be so happy because there's football. And there's been football. And I won't have to watch my dysfunctional NFL team in the preseason. So, don't laugh. Don't laugh, Ryan. These are dark times.
Laughs in Rich.
Laughs in Super Bowl.
Laughs in 2 Super Bowls.
Cries in 28-3. All right, anyways. Cries in Tua fumble the ball on the first snap. Ugh,
To turn the ball over.
shut up. Anyways, make sure if you enjoyed the content, hit like and subscribe down below. Should I do it a 4th time? I'm doing it a 4th time. If you want to watch, if you want to see our full rankings for the season, go follow us on socials at PreSnapPressPod on TikTok and Instagram for a lot more stuff and a lot more content from us. Stay tuned next episode. I swear we have an episode next week. I promise. With reactions from week 0.
Next episode, 2 months from now.
Stop. Don't say that. And reactions from week 0 and previous for week 1 and a lot of other fun stuff. So, as always, thank you for watching.